welcome on in, and happy Thursday. Yes, look at us streaming on a Thursday. Whoop! Welcome on in for the very first episode of Candlekeep Mysteries. And yes, look at me actually playing a module. Well, you know me, it's gonna be heavily
Your miracles never cease.
I know, right? But yeah, so as usual, the music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. You can find out more about him if you type in !music 2 in the chat, or check out the about section of the channel or the description of the YouTube video. All sound effects of the game are going to be by Sirenscape. I forgot to turn that off again. Let me correct that.
I know. Why?
That made me jump. Damn it. Because some of them are copyrighted and YouTube will block them.
Oh no.
So,
Oh no.
yeah. I've had that happen, unfortunately, but... where was I? Yes, Sirenscape, or sometimes our players. Hi. Maps were made in Incarnate, as well as the overlay and the starting soon screen. And VTT is above VTT, which is a browser extension for Firefox and Chrome. It integrates D&D Beyond, which is very helpful. And you know, the module is by Wizards of the Coast. Unfortunately, we are not sponsored by them, but hi. Today we have an amazing cast of players, of which I'm going to let introduce themselves while I make sure that no more sound alert shenanigans happen. Lillith, let's start with you.
That's me, not my character, right?
Well, you and your character. Well,
So-
we'll save the characters for...
Yeah. I'm Lillith. That's it.
Next up in the overlay is a completely new player to this channel. Would you introduce yourself?
Greetings, I'm Énárz, a Romanian stranger who will join this big group. Hopes it's gonna be fun.
Nice. And next up, Sen.
Yeah, this Sen is named Sen.
Concise.
Sen has always been Sen, as everyone knows.
That's true. And oh, Tia Heartless, thank you so much. And yes, let's hope everyone survives this session. When I ran this the last time, someone nearly died.
No one is dead yet.
No one's dead yet. And last but not least, Viskugga.
Well, I'm Viskugga. So here I am. Simple.
I thought this would buy me some time, but no. Apparently we're messing with the DM already. Never mind.
Well, we said not to introduce our characters.
This is fair. This is very fair. And hi, Kay. And
Damn you.
Ninja. And new person.
Murder.
Tia Heartless. How? I disabled that! The hell?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it just scared me. Oh, hello. Thank you so much.
We are starting up so good.
Yep. This is the best
Absolutely.
start so far.
Absolutely, yes. So, with that said, let's head on into... This is the wrong map. Let me do something else to do the introduction. So, first, we are going to do this and show off the... Hopefully show off the beautiful map. Nope.
It's not centered.
I know, it's being a butt.
But
I'm cheating a bit. I'm watching the stream on the phone.
Ah, that's fine.
What?
easy to find.
There we go. Where's my introduction? Why the sound alarms are still working? Yes, that's the first mystery, because I disabled them. Well, if we're as apparently you have to disable them before the stream starts. If we're all as comfortable as we're gonna get, let's get started. Candlekeep is, despite being compared to a cake with too many candles, the primary source of much of the scholarship happening on and around the Sword Coast. Standing proudly on a small peninsula jutting out into the Sea of Swords, this massive library is clearly visible from miles around, its proud walls having weathered the elements for centuries. Sai, Alexia, and Silas, you have all traveled along the Way of the Lion to pass through the majestic black gates and find yourselves outside the Hearth, a tavern inside the outer walls. Now I can pop you over to the other map real quick. There we go. Your search for a particular man has brought you together, or as the very extroverted Fembris Larlancer informed you as they grouped you together. It saves time if all of you can see Matrius at the same time, and I think important people such as yourselves value your time a lot. This is why you find yourself standing outside the inviting-looking tavern, warm light streaming out from the windows over you, from the windows on either side of the wooden door. What do you do?
So we know each other-ish?
Seen each other.
Yeah.
That's it.
Come on. Stupid map. Cooperate, damn it. Yes, you have basically met just now.
Because you were... no, I can talk. We are here in the tavern to wait for a chance to meet... What's his face?
Matrius.
You write it down, so I have to write all this stuff down. Why do I not do that in the beginning? Makes things so much easier, but no. So, in persons of note.
And hi, Tony.
Matrias.
You have been led to the hearth because it is already sunset, and the scribe that led you here has told you that you would be able to meet the person you're looking for in the morning.
Well then, I haven't nailed his personality yet. Give me a moment.
That's fine. This is the first session. It's supposed to be awkward.
So, have we been invited, or do we know that he's supposed to be here and be...
You know that Matrius works here at the library. So you've come to look him up and talk to him. For various reasons, there are your own.
It is just
and
that
are we... yeah. Go ahead.
It's only that we can only meet him in the morning, so we have to spend the night at Tavern first.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you got in
Okay.
late in the day, and supposedly he's already retired.
Possible. So I have met these two, just at the front gate, at the door, at the receptionist,
Yeah.
wherever the fuck. Do I know their names?
Would you have
How
told
far
him?
have we introduced ourselves to each other?
I think we just met outside the tavern, or...
You would have basically grouped together as soon as they found out your purpose of visiting Candlekeep. So, basically, the scribe that led you here Fembris, who's like, "Oh, you're meeting Matrius, and you want to meet Matrius, and okay, all of you together." And then just, "Oh, and well, he's retired for the night, so this way."
Well
Okay.
then, strangers, it seems we'll have to wait until come morn for us to meet the good Sir Matthias.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
So guys are also trying to meet this Matrius?
Yes.
But of course, the man is the primary expert on curses and such.
Yeah, and he's really good with medicine as well.
Does he know?
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. Man of many talents.
I might have my information wrong then. I thought he was good with portal plane travel and such. Or maybe
Oh.
he's good at that as well.
Well, a man of his standards could be good at everything. Am I wrong?
And he is
I wouldn't know.
truly a sage.
I don't pay attention to names. Usually.
Truly a sage to look up to.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, I guess.
Ah, but where are my manners? I am called Sai. The pleasure is yours.
Sai. Yes. Sai.
Yes, that is what you may call me.
Alright.
Names are tricky things and such. Best not to think too much about it.
Well, nice to meet
A
you, Sai.
very pretty name.
Why, thank you.
Oh,
know.
of course. You usually introduce yourself afterwards, of course. I'm Alexia Freelam. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sai, and you,
Silas Nimalon. The
Silas.
pleasure is mine. You can call me Silas.
Silas? Sai? Very confusing.
Yeah. I did not realize it would be somewhat inconvenient, but Sai for him and Silas for me, I guess.
Sai and Silas are two very different things. What inconvenience is there?
Oh, like the first. Never mind. Very pretty names.
So is yours.
Oh, thank you. My dad gave it to me.
As is a common occurrence.
It's nice. My mother gave me mine. Not very orcish name, so
Oh, yeah,
You should
yeah,
be
yeah.
happy for that. Orcish names are so hard on the tongue.
Oh, I haven't met that many orcs, so I
Yeah.
can't say.
Well, I'm not proficient in the language. I've heard it a few times. It's not
Oh.
pleasant to the ear.
it works, I guess. Depends on the accent, I think. Some are more brutish sounding, more guttural. But there are ways you can make it work a bit finer, although to most people it's probably sounding a bit guttural still.
Oh, I still
guess I'm
can't
just used
say
to it.
so. But you're nothing like, like in the books, like you're not big and hulky, like
Yes,
Oh,
obviously
it's no
you
offense.
have, like
it's
yourself.
not no offense, of course. It's no offense. But you
Well,
look quite slimmer than the ones in the books.
are you referring to orcs or half orcs at the moment?
Both?
Well, I am a half orc,
Well,
But-
obviously.
but I'm kind of slimmer than most half orcs.
Obviously.
Kind of looks around a bit nervously, trying to see if there's any orcs nearby or elves.
Half elf. Right over there.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm also
She looks
half
very
elf.
elfy, though. She could pass for an elf if she didn't tell.
Oh, you're half elf, half orc.
Yes.
I never heard of such a thing.
Well,
It is uncommon.
most half orc, half elves are not looked at in a good way. So, yeah, elves, orcs kind of hate each other by nature ish.
Oh, but it must be such a lovely story that your parents got together. Even though they hate
I
and
would
such.
not call it a lovely story. It
Oh, I am
is
so sorry. I did not
everything
mean
but
to pry.
lovely. Well, if you must know, my mother was a raid victim by an orc camp, and
Oh goodness! Oh goodness! No, 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 no! You don't need to speak of such a thing. Oh God, I am so sorry.
that's fine. Like
You know
something I
what?
can do about it.
Do you know what? I will buy ale for both of you if you would like. You seem like nice people.
Well, I mean, I guess I could pay for it as well. I don't mind.
Oh no, but I offended you. I am so sorry.
You did not offend me. If I was offended, I would be acting way differently. Trust me. I mean, I'm used to worse. Way worse.
So I'm looking over to Sai. He looks human.
And indeed, he is human. That you know of.
I haven't offended you in any way, have I?
Why would you?
I don't know. And that's why I'm asking.
Ah, that is good. An inquisitive mind is the best one. But you have not offended me.
Oh, thank goodness.
And you haven't offended me either.
Oh, that's even better.
You're
Oh,
probably the first elf that hasn't called me an abomination, so that's a plus.
well, why would I call you that?
Because
I mean, like...
you're an elf and I'm a half orc, half elf, which is an abomination by both
Oh,
standards.
I'm a half elf myself, so I've been looked down on a little bit, but things happen.
You're a half elf?
Yes, I do look much like my mother, though. Apparently, my father told me I look much like my mom.
Well, you look very elvish, so
Oh, thank you. It's one of the reasons many elves doesn't actually look down on me.
oh, good for you, I guess.
Oh, thank you. Well,
I usually
again,
chased
do you-
away, or spat on, so good. At least
Oh,
someone isn't.
I really did offend you. I am so sorry. I'm buying ale. I am so sorry for this.
Yeah, not offending me. I just,
She's just starting to walk in buying ale at this point.
Okay. Thanks.
What excitable
yes.
young lady.
As you step through the doors to the hearth, you are met by a tavern that is 3 times the size as that a building should be able to accommodate.
Oh, I've never seen such a building. It's so lovely.
And it is packed. There are people everywhere, and no, I did not place tokens for everyone because that would crash my computer.
Can
Oh,
I
it's-
roll Arcana in order to try and understand the magics that's going on?
Yes, absolutely.
First roll of the campaign.
Yes.
That's 21. There we go.
Yes.
Hey.
Ooh.
So let me check exactly what the description is. So,
It's a good start. 21. It's a nice number. It's a blackjack right there.
You know that this magic is well, this space is created by the use of extra dimensional magic. And
That's obvious.
yes, and it is kept working by an amplifier somewhere in the building.
See, that is knowledge.
No.
Though I was more looking like, is this a demi-plane? Does the door lead to a different plane?
It is
Or
the
is it
same.
just
It's the same plane.
Default. Okay, you just fold space to make it bigger.
It's just fold space to make it bigger, and an amplifier keeps it that way.
Yeah, okay. Good knowledge.
As you look around, there are people in all kinds of clothing sitting around, and you find that almost all tables are taken up by people either deep in their food bowls or equally deep in conversation. As you scan the area, you find that only 2 tables are free. Both of them are next to a fierce-looking Goliath and an ogre reading a thick tome, tiny glasses perched on his plump nose.
Now, that is something I've never seen before.
I think
What,
it's quite
the
adorable,
ogre?
actually.
Is that
Um,
you're reading a book? I didn't know they could read.
Oh, well, don't you two go and sit down, and I'll get you. Or maybe you like wine better than ale. Oh,
Yes, please, wine for me.
Okay, wine for you.
Make it red if possible.
I'll drink whatever you get.
What did you say, Sai?
Red wine, of course.
Oh, of course. Just go and take a seat, and I'll be there shortly. And she will pull over to the bar.
Behind the bar, you see a human man just standing there. It is pretty cramped by the bar, but you manage to, shuffle in between the chairs.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Oh, hi. Yes. Can I help?
Could I get 2 glasses of wine and an ale, please?
Yeah, sure. Red, white, rosé.
I will take the rosé, please, and a red wine, and then the ale.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. He turns around, pours the drinks, and puts them down in front of you.
How much?
3 silver coins, please.
Okay. And she hands him 3 silver pieces.
Yep. There are... there are a lot of people here shuffling you around, so...
I like
Yeah. Silas is kind of making his way over to one of the corner tables.
Yep.
Squeezing past and sitting furthest in with his back against the wall so he can't be stabbed in the back or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. You have to duck a little bit under one of the ornamental dragon heads. And as you duck under it, you see that it seems to be made out of plaster. It's not a real dragon head.
I kind of poke at it a bit, like,
Yeah, it has been finished with a kind of a glassy surface, but you see a little bit has chipped off over the years. So you can see the plaster under it.
Alright.
And yeah, you're sitting now directly across from this ogre. The ogre is not sitting with the legs under the table because he is way too big for that. He's instead sitting with one leg up on the bench and the other one on the floor next to the wall. And yeah, Énárz, introduce your character.
So as you sit down, you see this fierce, kind of permanent, angry face Goliath. It's some pretty interesting head tattoos with a bear hide over him, and like a wolf hide, working like a cape head, so like to cover his head. And currently he's writing something in a pretty big book for you, but for him a pretty small. Like writing away with a quill, silently.
Yep. Nice. The rest of you. Silas has has sat down. Alexia is getting drinks. Sai, what are you doing?
Well, I would obviously follow Silas, as
Yep.
the other one is getting drinks, and we have met, we have talked, why not? At which table I was sitting at? This one, I take it?
Oh, it seems like it. The one behind you, Sai, is also empty. But the one closest to the exit is full with a group of scholars clad in...
This one, you mean?
no, this one. So this one and this one are empty.
I am not seeing any pinks. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That took a while.
So this one has a group of scholars sitting around it, scribes working away at something that involves a lot of mutterings and mumblings.
Normal scholarly work.
Apparently, yeah. So yeah,
Still shuffling to get back.
yeah.
Like, eh.
I'm sitting.
You can also see that there's a very diverse group of people sitting in the plush armchairs next to the hearth at the center.
Do I hear any of the conversation?
Give me a perception check. Nice. Yeah, you can overhear some mutterings. Most of it just blend together. Sorry.
Okay.
But you can also hear talk of strange happenings around villages and towns. There is mentions of a mining town that seems to have completely evacuated for some unknown reason. You also hear talk of sorry. Still got a cough from damn COVID. Where was I? Oh yeah, there's also talk about a desert temple where people seem to go missing. But most of it, as you get closer and hear it more properly, most of them are just dismissed like, it's just hearsay.
And she walks over to the table and gives Sai his drink first, since he's closest. Like, red wine.
He takes it.
And she sits down and gives Silas the ale, because he looked like an ale guy.
He's
Thank
not
you.
orc, racist. He could also be an enjoyer of the pop beverages.
Should we, by the way, describe how our character looks as well?
Yes, you can do that.
Right, so Silas is a very tall half-orc. Like, he's very tall but slim. He doesn't look muscular, but he is carrying this massive great axe that is almost black with kind of like almost like stardust on it. And he also has a staff that it's weird edges on both of them. both edges are weird, and he has a green skin, but it's not. It almost looks human-esque, but almost like someone had some slight green color painted over them. And he has elven-looking ears, but you can still see two small tusks sticking up. And yeah. He looks a bit happy-go-lucky, but you can see that he also seems to have some wear and tear. So it's not new to adventure.
Right. Alexia.
So you'll see a girl looking quite elvish, but is half elf. She has white hair, but she has like dark brown streaks down, so that kind of gives it away that she's half elf. She has one light blue and one darker blue eye, and very fair skin, and she's about 5'4", and she seems quite young.
Tiny.
Very tiny. And she has like this really big armor on her, so she looks buff as hell, but she's skinny as fuck. So she looks like she's ready to battle, but at the same time you're looking at her like she's just a kid.
Sai.
So, Sai. He is clad in leathers, looking to be nearing his middle ages. Average as can be, average height, brown hair, brown eyes, white skin, wears some glasses. If he actually needs those, who knows? He looks very average. Nothing special about him, nothing stands out about him. He is a face you could see and forget about the next second.
Nice. And yeah, we got a beautiful description of our Goliath from earlier. Next to the Goliath, this strange ogre just flips the pages as he reads along. You can see that he is actually reading. His eyes are tracking the words on each page through his very, well, they're tiny looking on him, but they're like, you know those glasses without the frames? So it's just perched on.
Unicorn. Monocorn.
No, it's two. Just
Yeah, the two.
Just basically on his bridge of
Ponce
the
Ness.
nose.
I
I think it's called Ponce Ness or something like
Okay,
that.
yeah, some of those, they're just pinched onto his rather big nose. Well, all of him is big.
Yeah.
Like the Goliath looks small next to this ogre.
I guess like Alexia would like look at them very intensely because she's so amazed.
Yeah, same with Silas. He is absolutely fascinated by the fact that there's an ogre that is actually reading.
Can I do a perception check to see if I would notice?
Yes, absolutely.
I will just look approvingly at him. Like,
Um,
good, very good.
That
Yeah.
was a 10.
And as you feel like the prickling along your neck, and it's like, yeah, it feels like, okay, someone watching you, maybe?
I like let out a deep long like Like I stop for a second from writing and I go back to.
So yeah,
Quite fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I mean, like, well, I both made I mean, like, I usually am in the temple, and I've seen people read and write, but this is so...
What do you
Oh.
mean? Speak words.
I've never seen an ogre read. Or a
Neither
Goliath,
have
for that
I.
kind of matter.
Yeah, Goliaths are not really known for reading either, so both are quite rare.
They have decided to choose wisdom. That is a admirable goal.
Yeah, isn't it exciting?
And it's something to be approved of.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, I'm saying it's fascinating. Because it's not a lot of them doing that because of their culture. They are quite similar in culture,
Yes,
like
normal ones are
orcs
quite
as well. Like
ignorant.
they are usually more brutish and more
Ignorant,
not
plebeian.
ignorant, not intelligent, stupid. So
No, no, no.
I'm
You can't
fascinated.
call people that. No, no, no,
Stupidity
no, no.
does not exist.
Hey,
Merely a lack
I'm part
knowledge.
orc, so I have all the right to say that orcs are stupid.
Stupidity
Not
does not
not
exist.
all of them, but
It is merely
by
because they do
default,
not give you
majority
the
is.
chance to learn.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. It's just the way I grew up. I've not seen a single Goliath or a single ogre, even less, showing that level of intelligence, and I think it's very fascinating and good. It means that they aren't just stupid. This means they are
So,
actually trying.
But you really shouldn't call people stupid. It's very, very not good. No, 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 no.
It is also untrue.
It's only untrue if it's untrue.
Indeed, stupidity does not exist. A lack of knowledge and ignorance. Both can be remedied.
I don't think everyone can be remedied from stupidity, but those that choose it early on, I think that's
um,
eh.
A friend, your ignorance is showing.
I'm gladly ignorant then. Is it called blissfully ignorant?
And
everyone.
Sai will just look at you like, what kind of heresy is this? He is now looking very disapprovingly at you.
Hey, I'm saying these are not stupid. But
You really shouldn't call people stupid, though.
I'm not saying they are stupid. I'm saying
You just said they are.
I'm not saying those are stupid. I'm saying
You're saying their race are stupid. That's basically saying they are stupid. That's not very nice.
I just told you not everyone is stupid. I'm just saying the majority of the people I met are stupid. That doesn't mean everyone is stupid. Otherwise, I would also be stupid because I'm part orc. So I would by default be stupid as well.
There's no argument going on.
Everyone, give me a perception check.
And I'm not really quiet at the moment either.
No.
That's the second time you have 23 for perception.
You might have to reload if it continues. But yeah, everyone roll perception, please.
Oh, everyone.
No,
Yes.
everyone. Yeah.
10 is admirable.
You might have to reload your pages, Énárz and Lillith.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna roll again, then.
Just to see if
Let's
it...
see. If it's still at 10,
yeah.
because with 10s I can do anything.
Sometimes D&D Beyond gets stuck on a number and it will keep rolling that.
I got an 8 that time, so...
Okay, this is ironic right now.
Yeah, that is just weird. If you roll another 10, I'm gonna say that you have to reload the... you have to go to your character sheet in D&D Beyond and reload that. Because yeah, sometimes D&D Beyond decides to just stick on a number.
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah.
D&D.
Do I take the 19 or do I take the... 8.
You can take the 19. It's not really
Oh,
that
there was a
important.
19?
No, it was a 23.
But it was a 19 when I rolled.
Give me a second to
okay.
come back here. Where am I?
You're everywhere.
But yeah, I noticed
Yes.
that sometimes. Ah, hi, cat.
Kitty.
Hi.
Meow meow.
Cute.
Yes. Yes.
I almost said the other thing.
I'm sorry. Now I have a Goliath in my head.
Okay, let's roll another perception.
Yes.
Great, a 6.
It's not a 10, but yeah, you can keep the 10. So,
Great,
because,
great start.
yeah. Everyone at your table, Silas, Alexia, and Sai, you suddenly feel that prickling sensation on your skin, like you're being watched. And looking over at the table, you see the ogre just looking over his glasses at you.
She's waving.
Hey!
And just suck his front teeth a little bit and stand up. And he has to like bend a little bit to get past the ornamental dragon. And he's gonna walk over here and just look at Silas and... Well, you are correct, but most people, or most individuals of my race, I was fortunate enough to one day eat a halfling who wore a headband of intellect. And as long as that headband is, let's call it on my person, I have an opportunity to redeem my ways.
It's a fascinating story.
It must be God sent. It's so fascinating to see.
I'm sure it is, and I would love to continue this conversation, but it seems to be past my time to retire for the night. If any of you want to speak further with me, you can just ask the bartender for Little One.
Oh, is that your name?
Yes, I took
Oh,
this.
it's such a good name.
It is to honor that poor individual who had to die for me to see the error of my ways.
Oh,
Well,
don't be like that.
But it's true.
I mean, who knows?
It is true.
Maybe you can teach your fellow ogres a better way, eventually, hopefully.
And it must be a blessing for you.
It's both a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well.
Well,
Sometimes ignorance is a bliss.
well, we shall not occupy your time anymore. You should go and rest. It was a pleasure to meet you.
I appreciate the sentiment, yes. And
Gives like a small nod, like.
yeah. Little One just inclines his head and then strides out of the tavern.
Bye.
Oh, I forgot to do something. I just realized. Completely forgot to do something. Where are you? There we are. There we go. That's more fitting.
He was really nice, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. I thought he would punch my face in, but
Why would you think that?
because I told that ogres were majority of them stupid.
Well, but
And
just don't
yeah,
say it anymore.
No, but I'm just saying that's why I thought he would punch my face in. But he didn't. Because he was smarter than that.
Alexia will just
I
look
just
at Sai
looking-
like, what?
He's just looking disapprovingly at this ignorant fool.
Sigh.
Silas is like looking at Sai like, what? Even he agreed with me.
Then that means he is still ignorant himself. Though from his attitudes that is something he is counteracting, unlike you.
No, he said most of them are stupid, but he got a band of intellect that made him smarter, and so he saw the wrong ways, which means that everyone can be cured if
Which
they
is what I
put a
said.
headband of intellect on their head.
Well, of
That is
course
good
everyone
too.
can be cured as long as they have a goddess to... And she kind of looks back and forth like, okay.
That is not
Um,
peak of
I'm not sure if
the fools above.
I'm not
Oh,
sure
no,
if
no,
I
no,
feel
no,
like
no.
gods can cure lack of intelligence. Maybe they can. I don't know. I don't know the powers
There
of
are
gods.
gods of knowledge. I'm pretty sure it would be within the power of them of their divine magics.
Yes, yes, yes.
I guess that is true. Though I never really trusted gods.
Oh, why
you can
not?
trust a god to be true to their nature. Beyond that, you
Well-
cannot trust them.
Let's just say I didn't have a good growing up. I feel like gods kind of abandoned me and just left me there to suffer. So
Why
yeah.
would you think gods would bother themselves with you?
Well,
you
that's what
can
they
always-
say. They always
Oh.
say gods are there to care for us and watch over us.
Well, of
Why would you do
course,
that?
they are there to care for you, but you just have to, you know, give some prayers and show your loyalty. I can show you.
It is a
I
transaction.
mean,
like
Lyra is a
everything
really
else
good
is.
goddess.
What now?
Hmm?
What now?
Lyra? Goddess? My goddess?
I thought you said a liar.
No, no, no.
Lyra?
Lyra.
Can I roll religion to see
What is
which
what
one that
what is Lyra?
Sure.
What who is? What does she do? What is she?
She's
How is she?
she's the goddess of joy. Of course.
Can I roll a religion to get more information of what I know about the goddess?
Tell
Sure.
me more.
Fuck! My knowledge leaves me.
Yeah.
Tell me more of this joyous god or goddess. You're piquing my interest.
She's the goddess of joy. You know. She starts drinking a little bit, like trying like to figure out how to tell this person about her amazing god.
Well, I feel like she and I would get along quite well because I'm always happy. So
She's the ever-changing and always lively. She was like the embodiment of happiness and freedom, inspiring poets, musicians. You know, just to be free and a cheerful life.
well, I do like to play pan flute, and I do like to laugh or make people laugh, or both.
But
Or
basically now Alexia is like taking his hands and be like, I can show you the way.
well, I mean, if you can put in a good word for me or something, or
Of course.
tell her I said hi, then
You can come with me to a temple. You can help. You can
God,
pray with me.
temple.
Yes.
Dude, I'm not sure if I'm welcome at temples. They'd probably kick me out.
Oh no. Everyone is welcome at the temple.
Sure.
Well, at my temple you would be welcome.
Oh, let's hope so. Because I'm not sure I'm welcome at every temple.
The, Énárz, what are you doing while they're discussing this goddess?
We're not
just-
quiet.
No,
Yeah, I just like you see that I stop from writing and just like listening in, like clearly listening in, and I make a face at a point like, what? I just put the key in the book and just close it up and like, okay, I need to hear this as I put the book away like my bear coat like inside somewhere.
Do I notice him turning to listen to us?
No, I'm just sitting in the same pose like bending my head down a bit like not turning towards you, like clearly listening in because I'm doing nothing. But like, what are they talking about?
nice.
Do you want to join too, Sai?
Me?
No, Sai.
Okay.
Do you want to join the temple too?
No.
Oh, that's fair.
Why not though?
Why would I? My joy comes from knowledge.
Yeah,
but
it
there
is
are
knowledge
knowledge
about
about
how
that.
to be joyful. Or what it
What
sounds
kind
like.
of knowledge?
Well, how to be happy.
I know
You
how
know,
to be happy.
I've been having the most horrible life I can imagine, and yet I'm still happy and laughing.
Like you really need a goddess, don't you? And I'll
I
show
do not
you.
need the gods to interfere.
Well, they don't. Well, they didn't interfere with me. They basically just let me exist.
Well, of course there must be hardship to find joy. You can't have one and don't have the other. It's like basically the moon and the sun.
I actually never thought about it that way.
Well, there can't be hatred without love. There can't be peace without war.
Well, there can definitely be hatred without love. Because if
Well,
there's no
could it
love, there's
really?
definitely a lot of hatred.
Would you know what hate was if it didn't exist, though? Like love? It's the same. It's like
Hmm.
it's like two sides of one coin.
Hmm.
Timing.
You can't have the
a
other without
point.
one.
I don't know if I don't know if it's logical or if you're just a sadomasochist. I can't really tell.
She kind of like tilts her head, like what?
Because
Don't.
in one way it sounds really logical, but at the same time it sounds like you need to enjoy pain to enjoy and to enjoy happiness as well.
Well, if you don't know what pain is, you can't be happy either. You have to have some pain in your life, or you would never know.
I think she's a masochist.
Yeah.
It's a masochist.
Don't go there.
People who enjoy pain.
Well, why would anyone enjoy pain?
Clearly they get happy from it. Pain
You are
leads to
very
joy.
strange.
No, I'm
You
just seeing very weird people who apparently likes to be tortured.
Why would anyone like being tortured?
Don't ask me. I don't know. It's weird.
For the sake of monetization, we're gonna cut that conversation.
Yeah, please. Please away. Help me outside.
Yeah, Sai, can you explain to her what it is? Or
No. Okay.
I did not get the last
No,
What?
DM. Yes, this is why we have this stream is 18 plus, and also no.
I have no idea what is being said.
Alexia is asking Silas to explain what a masochist is.
Ah,
So DM is going to go no.
No.
are you sure? So I can
Yeah.
give a decent explanation.
No.
Mostly because I
She-
don't want to age restrict this video on YouTube.
Yeah, but she wanted more help with like Can you help me explain to this poor soul that there's always two sides of one coin?
Of course, there are two sides to a coin.
Yeah, obviously
physically
Yes.
two sides of one
Otherwise-
coin.
If you have a coin, you have two sides, otherwise it will not be a coin. Unless, of course, certain types of magic are involved, in which case you can place one side and have the same side on the other side.
You are quite strange.
Now, why would you say that?
I like it.
I mean,
Strange is likable?
Well, of course.
I would say yes.
Why such? That
Normal is boring.
Yes,
why?
quite so.
Because nothing happens.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and 11 is not enough, my friend.
No.
I will notice.
Yeah. As
My passive perception is 17.
it's damn high. But so is your wisdom.
It'll be higher by far.
Yeah, as the conversation continues, you see the Goliath get up. See Énárz get. I bit my tongue. How did I bite my tongue on a word, on a name? You see the Goliath try to get up sneakily and get away from this. Possibly to head
Everything.
rest, or as the night is progressing.
Oh, did you hurt yourself?
No.
Oh, thank God. That's
Just
a relief.
and then whoop.
Yeah.
Just nope. You see, like I quickly pick up a backpack full of javelins. I like, nope. Like
You
it's
seem
modified
like
to
you-
stick out like javelins in both sides, and I just go out of there.
Oh, he seemed like he was in a real rush.
You seem nervous. Maybe he's shy. I mean,
Can I insight his emotional state as he walks past?
I mean, sure.
I'm going to roll for everything. That's my job.
Yes.
So, what's the name again? I'm horrible with names. Énárz, how you be
Yes.
feeling?
I am like clearly like weirded out, and I just want to get out of here. Like, nope out. Like I'm like, nope.
So, how to translate that in a way that others would understand?
Ouch.
hey!
No, it's just my use of my mastery of the English language is not that great.
Basically, he seems concerned about the topic of conversation, and has decided to just leave.
Basically
On
that.
point.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't
fair.
like. Oh, he doesn't like gods. Oh no. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'm sure he'll come around or something. I don't know.
You
Oh,
say
I
you
must-
speak as if you will meet him again.
I don't know. I feel like it's also miss out the Goliath that is reading.
This is the Candlekeep, a library. The greatest library. Why
I
would he
know
be
that.
here and not be reading?
All I know is that there was some guy here that knows planar travel and such. I don't know anything about this library or the people in it. Other than that,
This library is the greatest source of knowledge on this plane.
well, you see, I haven't been on this plane for quite a while.
Ah,
Where
that
have
explains
you
your
been?
ignorance.
I've been on the astral plane.
The astral plane.
I know what that is.
Would I know?
Well,
Sai,
Also.
technically, you should know it
yeah,
because it's.
you should.
Yeah, I am smarty guy. I
Yeah,
should know.
Sai, you would know that the astral plane is basically where deities live, sort of.
No, they have their own planes.
Well,
Let me double check.
there's a lot of dead gods
Yeah, there are a lot of
floating
dead gods.
around in Astral Sea.
There are dead gods?
Let me
Of
double
course they are.
Well, I mean, I once saw this really large corpse once floating around.
Oh, that must have been horrible.
No, it was more fascinating. And terrifying. I was afraid it would come to life and kind
my
of
bad.
destroy us.
Yeah,
They're still horrible?
so yeah, Sai, you would know that the astral plane is basically where thoughts and dreams live.
Okay.
It's a plane of imagination, basically. It's called also known as the Silver Sea because of it. It is an infinite space of silvery mist that some people like to travel through.
My character has no idea that's
Oh
true.
well, to each their own, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, I was aboard this ship by accident. Well, technically it wasn't an accident, but
Were you kidnapped?
no. And yes, and no.
You are a quite confusing young fella.
Well, okay, so I was wondering the material plane, trying to find my way and hopefully also find my mother. And well, I saw this weird-looking ship, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just hitch a ride, because you know I'm a kid, I don't have much of money, so I thought I'd just stow away. I did not know we were going to the Astral Sea, nor did I know that it was a pirate ship, and neither did I know that there was a slight lack of gravity.
You must do a lot of praying.
No. I haven't prayed a single time in my life, I think.
That's why you need to start.
Because I was on a ship.
Pirates.
Well, I mean, what about them? They were nice people. I mean, they could, okay, so they did threaten to kill me because I was a stowaway, and then there was like, we should just turn him back. But then there was like the issue of, well, we are already in astral plane and the portal is closed, we can't get out again. So, well, I kind of became a part of their crew, and here I am. Because we had a fight and there was an explosion, I got thrown out in a portal and up in the material plane again, and here I am. Not really sure what to do.
Oh, so that's why you need to talk to the sage. You want to go back?
Well, yeah, I kind of miss my crew because they were kind of like my
Find a
first
deal, I have
actual
a
family.
decent wizard to do that for you.
What?
And you have a decent wizard cast to the astral plane.
Well, so far I haven't met a single one that can do that.
They have met until not any. They have not met any decent ones.
Are you a decent one?
I am not a wizard. I do not have to give in order to manipulate the weave.
So
Well,
you're
that's
not a
like
decent one
fine.
either then.
As I said, I do not have the capability to manipulate the weave.
So not a decent one then.
I am not a wizard to begin with. And such, I cannot be.
Isn't that the same thing?
There's a difference.
What's the difference?
If I was
Magic?
able to
Magic?
manipulate the weave, I would be a good
Magic?
wizard. But since I cannot, I am not any kind of wizard.
What are you then?
I am a sage.
And that
But
is?
then that's clear now. And I think I'm gonna go rest. And she awkwardly gonna stand up and walk away.
Okay.
A sage is a... Fuck, what's the word? What's the word? Someone who gathers a lot of things is called a...
Collector?
Let's just call him a collector of knowledge.
So,
Like a better word.
what knowledge have you collected?
Well, I am knowledgeable in many things. History,
Name one.
magic, religions, medicine.
Okay. Tell me something.
What do you wish to know?
I don't know. I don't know what you know. Tell me something you know.
Well, let's take this room for instance. You know how it is bigger on the inside than the outside? That
Yeah, I
is
was kind of
done by way
surprised.
of- It is done by folding the space around us to make it bigger. I doubt you would understand if I actually went into detail about how the space is folded. So let's keep
Yeah,
it at that.
I was just imagining someone folding like a paper and turning it into a plane, but somehow they made it into a tavern, and it just didn't make sense to me in my head at the moment. So I don't think that's how it's done.
No.
Is that how it's done?
No, it is more about taking space from where there was no space and placing it in a space where there is no space.
My head.
Can I do
don't
psychic damage
understand.
using words?
You're not a bard, so no.
I am not yet a Fireblade, but I will be.
With
As
that,
I just said, you do
yeah.
not understand. Yet, of course, I can be remedied if you wish to learn.
I'm not sure if I'm capable of learning.
Everyone is capable of learning.
Alright, so let's just say I'm not interested in learning, I'm interested in finding a way, and also a map probably, or information, or both.
Then you are learning something, which is better than nothing.
True, maybe, yeah. You're probably correct. You're smarter than me, apparently.
That is obvious, I'm a sage after all.
Are all sages intelligent? Or are there also stupid sages?
A sage, by definition, to be a sage, one has to be knowledgeable about many different things.
But knowledgeable doesn't necessarily mean intelligent. I can be stupid and know all the stupid facts. Does that mean I'm intelligent? Or does it mean that I'm
No.
stupid because I'm learning all the
So-
stupid things?
Let's begin by explaining what intelligence is. Intelligence, an intelligent person, is one capable. I'm just looking for words now in English to describe this. What I want to say. which is hard because I didn't do well under pressure.
Which is fine. I was going to. Yes. Capable
So, yeah.
of acquiring new knowledge. Is that the one you're looking for?
No, but it is close enough.
Fair enough.
Intelligent persons. The more intelligent you are, the easier you can not proceed, not the fucking words.
Process?
Memorize. Memorize information. Acquire
Let's call it
information.
process new knowledge. It makes more sense. Not what I was going for, but it's good enough.
Fair enough.
The easier one can possess new knowledge, that course does not mean that someone with lesser intelligence cannot possess knowledge. In this case, they just need to put in more effort. And such, there are no stupid people. There are only ignorant fools that do not put in the effort required. A sage, like myself, is one who puts in effort to gain knowledge. Be more than we were. To learn about everything there is.
Right. I still don't understand. But well, I do understand,
Oh.
but it's like
Sage learns fast. You with me so far?
isn't it just sage collects information?
Of course. Listen, I am trying to explain in a way that you might understand.
So let's put it like this: can I be a sage if I know a lot of things?
It depends. What
So
kind of
if-
things
if-
I know,
let's
I know
say-
about? Are they based in fact or?
Well, I know how to draw a dick on a wall very well.
Are you insulting me?
No.
Give me one moment.
Inside 21. Roll deception. Hello. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the follow, but yes, roll deception.
Really, every time.
Wait. Me?
Yes.
Yes.
But I'm not trying to insult him.
Well, if
Can
you're
you-
not trying to insult him, then it's fine. At 21, you would be able to see that he's not trying to be insulting.
True. I know how to draw a dick on the wall. I can do it quite well, actually.
That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see, are you trying to insult me by saying something like that?
Of course not. It's just an example of information
No,
that I have
There
collected.
wasn't an in-check, there was an explanation as to why I rolled
Yeah.
the insight.
No.
Okay. So yeah, my insight says you are not deliberately trying to insult me.
Yeah.
This took a really weird turn.
Well, I did
Yep.
say it
Oh,
was
I'm not
supposed to
insulting
be
you.
comedic, so.
Let me try to explain again. Would you be able to recognize a flower and the things you can use the flower for, be it cooking, medicinal, perhaps one can make a certain dye from it, perhaps if you ground it up and use it in certain ways one can make rope from it or whatever. Would you be able to understand the
No.
nature of clouds and why they are what they are?
I'm pretty good with natural stuff. Like I can tell a flower from a flower or what it can be used to.
There we go. Now we have a start. Now on to an entirely different matter. Would you be able to know the functions of the organs in an, let's say, in a fish? Different as they are from us.
Depends on the fish. I haven't studied fish that closely, but I could probably figure it out.
Okay. Would you be able
That's why I
to
draw dicks, because it's kind of funny, because everyone knows how dicks works. And it's
do they?
insulting to people.
Do you truly know how they do what they do?
Well, yeah, it's part of human nature. Or half
But
or
how they
half of
work?
nature in my case, I guess.
But would you know the reason behind how they work? In all
Yeah,
their functions?
it's a reproductive system, and also you.
Yes, but how does the system work?
Well, I haven't been digging into people and studied them.
Would you know the
closely like that.
the fucking hell? What are my fucking? I can never remember the words I'm looking for. Physics.
Technically, it's biology.
Would you? No, there's also some physics involved behind the
Physiology.
biology.
Physio, yeah.
Yeah, blood pressure and all that, which is rising in me right now.
True, and the fact that
Same.
liquid expands as it becomes warm.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, and it shrinks when it gets cold. What about it?
Yes. Well, there you go. Now you have a basis.
Sex
Now you have to
maybe.
understand that for all different creatures there are.
Well, see, I know things. Does that mean I'm a sage now because I know all these things? Am I a novice sage? I collected all this information.
I would not say that you are a novice. You would still be below that.
But still a sage.
No, novices are not sage.
Then what are
You
you?
need to
Are
have
you a
a
novice
certain
sage?
level of knowledge and mastery over your chosen skills in order to be a sage.
So how much things must
Then
I know
again, one
because
has
I
to
was...
also be recognized by the fellow sages.
How many things
We have
must I know
gone
before I
through-
become a sage then?
Everything. And yet not.
You
at the
know
same time.
everything?
Of course not. No one knows everything.
Then how can one be a sage?
Because one must know everything.
So you need to know everything to be a sage. But you
Yes.
can't be a sage without knowing everything.
Indeed.
Then why are you calling yourself a sage if you don't know everything?
Because I am one.
But you don't know everything, so you can't be a sage.
I'm so glad my character left this discussion.
You telling me, sis?
This discussion also doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but let's go with it.
I'm trying really hard now, because the cat is zooming around outside my door.
Yeah, so the cat does not like this
Oh.
conversation.
I don't
The
think
cat
you're a
knows where to get
sage
out.
then, because you're saying you're not a sage. Well, you're
Yeah.
saying you're a sage.
I am a sage.
No, you're not. You don't know everything, because you said you need to know everything to be a sage. And you don't know
True.
everything, which you also said.
In order to be a sage, one needs to know everything. But no one can know everything, not even a sage.
I'm just gonna give up on this conversation. I don't think you're a sage. I think you're a phony sage. I think you're trying to be a sage, but you're not a sage. And you're trying to prove everyone else that you're a sage, even though you know in yourself that you're not a sage.
Oh, but
And you're
am
trying
I?
to confuse me with this sage talk, telling me that I can't be a sage because I need to know everything to be a sage. And then you're telling everyone else that they can only be a sage if they know everything. And you don't know everything because you said you don't know everything, so you can't be a sage. I'm confusing myself right now. I'm going to go to bed.
Very well. We shall try and
Yeah.
rid you of your ignorance tomorrow then.
And on that note, we
If
are
you
going
wish to spend the time
Yeah, sorry.
at what, then we perhaps might be able to make a sage out of you.
And now I got I made the
Sure.
line of you stuck in my head.
Though it will require quite some time and effort on your part, obviously.
We'll see about that. I'm going to bed.
And on that note, we're gonna take a quick break because Cat is tearing apart my apartment and I need to go unhydrate. But we shall be back in like 5 minutes.
My brain hurts.
My jaws
Yep.
hurt from
Hey.
laughing.
That too. My
I'm
my
happy
jaw
I'm not
hurt
that
from
guy when
before,
he's
and now it
talking.
hurts even more.
Yeah. So we shall be right back with more insanity
Shenanigans.
and actually getting into, the actual scripted part of this. Well, I say scripted. The part that's actually in the module. Which is why
I tried to leave.
which is why I say this is gonna be heavily homebrewed. But yes, we shall be right back.
Hello and welcome back to
We're
yet another episode of Dick on Wall, where we are joined by our ignorant fool, the barbarian, whose only knowledge and skill is drawing dicks on walls and knowing
Hey,
flowers.
I know more than that.
We did not show you no more.
I didn't need to show more. I just showed what needed.
I am so
That
not
kind of sounded
going.
wrong.
Anywho, the next morning, you are taken. Oh, late morning. You are taken to a small room. Inside. What is that place called? Cat just freaked out for some reason. I don't know why.
Heard me.
Let's see. It's called the. Well, you're taken to a reading room over at is it Pillars of Pedagogy? Yeah, it should be Pillars of Pedagogy. Over on this map again. Let's just see if it.
There's a Candlekeep. Does it have a big candle in the keep?
No, the Candlekeep is because of the ever-burning candle.
Ah, big candle.
Yeah.
Also, fire and libraries does not work out. Use glowing rocks instead. That's far safer.
Yep. Absolutely, yes. Which is one of the rules, is that you aren't allowed to cast any form of fire-causing spells. And if you try, for example, to cast a fireball, it will just not work.
That's good proper magic. Right there.
But yeah, you're led to this room, and in this room, you once again see the Goliath from the night before, standing by a table, waiting. All of you have been led here by that same guy from yesterday, Fembris Larlancer, and his talking about everything has basically just turned into a drone, and he is very, very interested in making sure that you get every single little bit of information about basically every pebble on the road, and, well, on the way there.
I will listen to everything says and note everything down in his mind.
So as you walk across from the hearth to the Pillars of Pedagogy, he is talking about the Emerald Door and how only the Avowed are allowed inside it. He's talking about if you need new clothes, you can go to this place. If you need a copy of a book, we have the House of the Binders, where you can pay to have a copy made. And how
House of Binders.
Yeah.
It's an important one.
it's right next to the tavern, to the hearth. And you get a very clear sense that he is extremely interested in impressing you.
Oh, you are so knowledgeable.
Well, thank you very much. I do try to be. I try to be at least somewhat helpful.
You're really helpful. I didn't even know about the pebbles. Or the Emerald Door.
Well, the Emerald Door is... Well, you have to have really, really a lot of permissions to get past. I've only been past it once. And they have all...
What is it like?
Oh, it's pretty cool. Well, it is a very fine place, but it's also very cramped. There are a lot of buildings inside there, and they keep all the most important and secret and powerful books behind there. And at some point, I hope to be allowed to work inside without having someone escorting me.
Oh, you need to be escorted?
Yeah, they don't really like. Well, they don't allow people walking around in there without having one of the avowed with them.
Oh.
But yeah, I interrupted.
Oh, it's understandable. I mean, it's most likely very much information in there and such.
Yes. We usually well, not I, but one of the avowed can fetch you basically any book from in there if you want to read about it, but you have to give them a list of books.
Oh.
And they have to approve it.
Oh.
So if you put a book on there that is not, that is deemed dangerous, they will just say no.
Oh.
Anyway, we're here at the Pillars of Pedagogy. I'll show you to the room where Matrius is usually working.
Oh,
And
thank you so much.
So he leads you up to the room, and yeah, you see Énárz in there, standing next to a table. The table is piled high with various books and notes and various inkwells and 2 broken quills. And you can see that he has made a lot of notes, both in his own notebooks, but also in copies of the books that are laying in front of him that he has annotated. Yeah, now let's see. Yeah, you can also find a couple of bags that seems to be personal effects. They're open.
Multiple bags.
Well, 2. One that looks like a book bag and one that looks like it had like
That sounds making sense.
Yeah. And there's also a smaller parcel of what looks like a snack food that wouldn't get sticky. So this room is set up for long times of studying without interruption, but there's no one here except the Goliath.
Hi.
Hi.
Greetings, as I turn and my expression from that continuous like angry look like softens a bit. And then I see who I'm talking to and I like, oh, okay, I can turn back and keep on writing.
Did we offend
Nice.
them?
I see you meet once again. I believe you're also here to meet Matthias?
Matrius.
Matthias.
Yes, I am pretty much. I'm seeking some specific books if I may be able to have permission to use them. As so far, I am happy with what I found.
A good call.
So what you looking for?
Let's just say I have some things to solve, and I research some specific topics. To help me with that. It's a bit touchy, if I may say.
We didn't mean to pray.
Well, sadly praying won't help me. But thank you.
Very confused look from her.
Like, you just now notice that he also has a long beard and like he's doing everything with his left hand. Like, pretty efficiently. But the bare height hides a lot of his body. So that's a note.
Yeah, you looking at the table, some of the books seem to be left open, while others are just in a pile of closed ones. And let me see. Anyone who wants, give me an Arcana check. to see if you can decipher what the books are about.
Me too, or
If you want, it's up to you.
why not?
Yeah.
19.
All three of you. Well, let's see. Nope.
As it should be.
Yeah, Sai, Alexia, and Énárz, you see that most of them are about extra-dimensional spaces. And one of them remains open. And one of the open ones has, like, on the top, you know how some printed books have the title of it printed at the very top of the book? It says, The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces at the top. And this one has been annotated, but in a different hand than the notebooks. So there are also several shorthand words scribbled along it. But with Sai, with your 22, you managed to decipher a few of the words, and they seem to be almost this, like, in common. It seems to be the same word. It says scepter on the book, but the page is not about scepters.
Okay.
So where is this Majors anyway?
Well, we were supposed to wait here till it came, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I guess it would be here shortly. And she sits down by the table.
Alexia and Énárz, you also managed to see that it's some form of shorthand in common, but you don't really notice, like, what it says. It is pretty difficult to decipher. Maybe a word here and there, but I mean, that looks like a P, maybe? That's an E, kind of? But yeah, it's mostly just scribbles.
Okay.
So yeah, as you're sitting and waiting, what do you do? Just sitting
Is there any charcoal? Is there any charcoal or pencils or paint or anything of that sort?
I mean,
Anywhere.
there's ink and quills.
All right. Does it seem like it's free to, like, take in use?
There is a quill sitting in an inkwell. It seems to have been used, but not today.
All right. Okay, I will go around, see if there's any books that look a bit more serious. Serious topics.
This is a very serious topic, the type that the stage would know about.
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
I mean, all of them
Oh.
look pretty serious to you. It's just...
Yeah, books is not my specialty.
None of them stand out as being more serious than any other one, but all of them look like they're for serious study.
Alright, I will grab a random book and sit by the table with the quill. And start, like, browsing through the book, kind of see if there's anything interesting in it.
Sure thing. As you flip through the pages, all of them seem to be on that same topic, on the workings of extra-dimensional spaces. It mentions a wizard named Mordenkainen, and it talks about a spell that he's created called the Magnificent Mansion. But not too much more than that until you get to one page where it mentions that someone is working on making a permanent Magnificent Mansion. And that there is a mention that a wizard named Fistandia worked on it at Candlekeep.
Right, I'm gonna look around. Is anyone looking at the moment?
Oh, phone. Okay. Give me a stealth or sleight of hand, your choice.
Yes!
Yeah,
There we go.
that-
That's what we would like to see.
that beats everyone's passive perception.
So I'm scribbling and doodling a bit in the book. Obscenities and
Yeah.
different versions of things.
As you feel,
And then
yeah.
and closing the book after like just a few seconds.
Sure thing. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm sitting on the opposite side of the Goliath, and she's just looking at him like, "Hi!"
I look up and with a nod and quickly closing my notebook up, say greetings. And instead I offer my left hand.
Like shaking his hand, like she is basically really small compared to his, so she's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I
And,
didn't catch your name.
Well, I didn't even mention it. And I'm a bit hard to trust, but I don't believe any harm would come. My name is Énárz Ward.
Oh, it's very nice
Now-
to meet you.
Same. And I quickly slowly I put away my notebook, and I'm here just to research some stuff.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Everyone here is to research something, or. And she looks over to Sai and be like, "Something? Someone?"
Yes.
I was looking through these books.
Oh, I didn't catch what you were looking for.
Oh,
Was it-
I
Was it curses and stuff, you said?
Oh yes. I was looking to speak with. Keep forgetting his name, Matthias, about his knowledge of curses and permanent magics.
Oh.
I came across. That is not the right word. So a colleague of mine died not long ago, and he left me some books, some information, and a note about what he was researching.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your friend.
same. I'm sorry to hear
What do
it.
you mean? He's dead, so?
Well, it's sad that he's passed.
Why would that be sad? He was old, he was near dead already. He died. Everyone knows what
Usually
happened.
you're sad about friends dying.
Friend?
It's common sense to
He was
say
a
you're
colleague.
sorry when someone has passed.
Is it?
Yes.
Why? It doesn't make sense.
You're quite curious, aren't you?
It seems that
Curious?
yes.
Of course. Every seeker of knowledge would be curious.
I think the word you're looking for is peculiar.
Well, it might seem like that to some, I suppose. I do not know your minds. But, as I was saying, he left me some research, and there was a question he himself put and was trying to find an answer to. I do not know the answer, and I was hoping in order to speak with Matthias to see if he might know where I can find the knowledge required to answer it.
Well, you're at the
Or perhaps
right
he himself
place.
know. Indeed, even if he does not know, Candlekeep should hold the knowledge.
So, what are you looking for, though? And he looks at I'm brain farting right now. He looks at Alexa.
Alexia? Oh. Well, there's a village close to my hometown, and there's a disease that has kind of spread, and we don't know how to cure it. So, my goddess, Lyra, was basically sending me this way. So, here I am, trying to find a cure. And she kind of looks kind of stressed, like, trying to find a cure. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Indeed.
I wouldn't say cool. I would say more like trying to save people's lives.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
Everyone give me
Right.
a perception check.
Everyone, or
Everyone.
Yeah, still decent.
I'm too stressed.
And I'm just paying attention.
Sai, looking around during...
That is below my passive.
Yeah. It still passes though. With flying colors.
So looking around,
Yeah. As you look around, out of the corner of your eye, there's a shimmering on a wall. And then when you turn your head, you can still see it slightly against the wall.
who's there?
Just no reply.
Who are you talking to?
Right over there is shimmering in the air. It is mostly the sign of someone trying to hide himself with magic. Then again, it might also be an object hidden from view.
well, I guess I can go and check. And Silas kind of stands up. Where did you say it was?
Right over there.
I go in
You don't see
where
it?
I go where he's pointing. I'm just gonna go with my arms stretching like as wide as I can and go along the wall.
When you get to the area that Sai pointed out, you start feeling this kind of static in your fingers. And passing over it, it feels like tingling all along your hand.
Well, there's something tingling over here. I'm gonna try and grab it.
As you try to grab it, you notice that it's rather big. The area is, as you go to grasp, it's not a small object. It's a big area.
Might be a ward, some kind.
Well, it is something. Can I lift it up?
No. It's basically
It's-
against the wall.
There's something against the wall here. Don't know what it is. Can I try and feel like the shape of it?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
See, that's not my strong suit.
No.
Literally.
Yeah, it just feels like big portion of the wall is just staticky, and Sai looking at it when he moves, when Silas moves his hand across it, it shimmers even more.
And what is it?
Oh, I don't know. Can't really tell. I'm gonna try and punch it.
Move aside. Let me take a look.
Okay. I could punch it otherwise.
Let's
Then
not
what would that
destroy
accomplish?
things.
I'll let you investigate it, Mrs. H.
Sai, give me an investigation or Arcana check.
Investigation. That was better than Arcana. Would have been.
It's difficult to tell what it is. You can tell that it covers, just like Silas can, that it covers most of the wall. It seems to have edges though, at the end where the wall ends. So it's
Is it away from the wall? Is it into the wall?
kind of sticks out a little bit from the wall. So you
Is
can
it like a groove at the side, or
no, it's like if you move your hand across the wall, it's like bumps in two places, almost like in the arms. Like if you stretch your arms out both ways, you feel two rather long bumps along the wall.
peculiar?
You want me to check it out?
Can I go and like help them out?
Sure.
As
So,
rolls, mate. As rolls, it happens.
so as I go there, I like reach under the table to pick up a backpack, and I'm do an Arcana check, I guess.
Yep, Arcana or Investigation.
I'm giving myself guidance.
It's a 15. It's a 15.
With a 15 Arcana check, you see that the shimmering seems to arc like a doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not really sure what it is, but it seems like, and let me double check what that is. In fact,
It is a portal to an extra dimensional space, as written in the books.
yes, it's conjuration magic.
Can I like somehow break it, the magic spell?
No.
So, do you guys figure out what it is, or should I punch it?
Well, as
Yeah,
far
but
as
what
I
first
can
thing
find
accomplish?
out,
Let
it's
not.
conjuration magic.
Well,
Let's
if it's
not
a creature
destroy.
hiding, then maybe it will show itself.
Well,
Conjuration, you
let's,
say?
Yes.
let's not destroy
Books.
things in someone else's place.
Of course not. That would not be.
I wouldn't destroy it. I was gonna punch a
Punch it.
hole through the wall. I mean, I probably could, but I
Do you
Yeah, let's
word to
not.
speak? How would it not be destroyed? Never mind. We have better matters to talk about. So, what did you say? Well, your name was again, friend? I say to Énárz.
His name was Énárz,
Excuse me?
I think.
Yes. So,
Can you repeat
conjuration
it?
was it?
My name is Énárz. Yes? Sorry, I like that a bit.
Yeah, doesn't matter. So, Énárz, you said it was conjuration magic?
Yes, it is, as far as I can tell.
Let's see. The books that are open to speak about the use of extra-dimensional spaces.
I don't know.
So, this might be... It might be hiding the way paths towards one such space. What
could
would
be.
like to shield it?
Could be. I personally didn't read up that much about that, but may have that possibility. I like look up a book, maybe to find one that could help us.
Sure. Give me an investigation check. Anyone who wants to can do it, or if you want to help each other find something.
There we go.
I'll
Investigation.
help. I'll help by making sure they don't find the book I was scribbling in.
Even with guidance, that's not gonna help.
Yeah. No. So, Énárz and Sai, you managed to locate books on that specifically talk about conjuring extra-dimensional spaces. And Sai, during your investigation, you once again stumble upon that book with all the notations in it. And all the shorthand scribbles.
I will read through it.
And with a 20 investigation, it doesn't take you more than a minute to find that it talks about how to lock extra-dimensional spaces using code words. And you remember the word scribbled on the side.
Scepter.
As you say that, the shimmering goes away, and 2 doors open inwards.
Oh,
Good job.
look at that! Very
That's
good
good
side. Like applauding him, kind of like.
Sorry? You were saying
I
something?
I was holding the book with one hand, reading
Yeah.
through it. Then I just shut it,
Yeah.
lay it back down,
And you,
and as I said, some kind of wall to hide the extra-dimensional space.
You are very.
I mean, I could have just knocked. No? Okay.
and let's see, you land here. Let's see if I can get that to actually work. Well, nope. Stop doing that. You see a hallway with hardwood floors and brilliant oil lamps. The walls are made out of a brownish stone brick, and everything seems to be in warm colors. This place is luxurious, but not like in your face luxurious. It's not
It's nice.
yeah, it's not gaudy, but it's nice. There's also a sage standing there in a panic, trying to get the doors open, and it basically opens in his face.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, you managed to get it open. Thank you so much. I got in and it's locked behind me. I've been trying, I don't know how long, to get out.
Who are you, though?
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Matrius.
Found him.
Are you Matrius?
Well, last I checked, yes.
Well, if we find our common companion we seek, it seems.
Oh, you were looking for me? Okay, I found this really cool. This place. This place is amazing. And I would
It's
love.
really nice.
Yes. Well, you don't know half of it. I've been studying this, this kind of a place, and it opened up, and it's been here for a long time.
Well, that sounds like you got trapped.
Well, no, that's not the important bit. This space I didn't summon it.
Then where did it come from?
It was here. I started reading the books, and I came upon this one book with Mordecai's face on it, and there was this word in there. I spoke the word, and the doors opened, and I walked inside, and it was just here. And
Wait, so
Might it be page
didn't
created?
scepter work to open the door out again?
oh no, I tried that, but no, it seems to be another word that. But never mind. I need to go and grab some of my stuff, and so I can make notes. I forgot all my notebooks and everything. I even found this, and he holds up a little carved figurine that looks like an imp. I'm gonna go and grab someone and. Oh, I'm so sorry. You needed me for something.
Yes, I wish to Yes. Fucking word. I am studying a matter concerning a curse. And I was told you are a primary expert on it. In
Oh.
this place.
Yes, I have studied curses extensively. Yes, I have. I'll tell you what. All of you. I will give you as much time as you need, even beyond the week or the 10-day that you are allowed to be in Candlekeep. But I need to write about this first. This amazing discovery. This mansion has been here for how long? I don't know how long. And
Did you try to ask
a matter
it?
of interest, I suppose. I would be gladly to help you with it.
Oh, thank you so much. And I figured the 5 of us could cover more ground, I guess.
Did you try to ask the mansion how old it's been?
I actually did not. No, it's a mansion.
Well, it answers to scepter, so maybe it answers to questions as well.
I haven't actually tried.
Scepter is the code word meant for the ward.
I'm just saying, think outside the box, and the box will grow bigger.
The ward is a separate thing, is a separate spell, a separate effect towards the mansion.
I bet you 1 gold that if it answers, I'm a better sage than you.
The feeling you know something I don't about this. Out of character.
Nope,
Just going
I
over to the
literally
Goliath.
don't know anything.
Alexia's basically over to the Goliath, like,
I don't know
Do they
anything
think they're
about Candlekeep
sages?
at all.
I mean, I suppose it is possible that there might be some spirit
are you
bound
sure?
to the mansion, but
Yeah, they don't seem like that.
Or are you doubting your
No.
intelligence, Mr. Sage?
I am merely saying that yes, the possibility might be there, but
So,
the
better not.
ward reacting to a code word has nothing to do with the mansion.
Yeah, but
Whatever
we
might
can
be
still
going on.
ask the mansion how
Then
long
go
it's
ahead.
been here. Alright, but if it answers, you owe me 1 gold. Deal?
And why would they waste gold at something like this?
Okay, wait. Okay, so if I'm right, you must officially acknowledge me as a sage.
She just
Being right
starts
in a single
walking.
matter does not make you a sage. This has nothing
Because
to
then
do
I
with
know
it.
more than you, of course.
And I follow her.
Knowing more than me, you know one thing. And you don't know anything. You are merely speculating right now.
All information usually comes from speculations in the beginning.
Indeed, in which case, if you prove it right, we will both know it.
Yes, and
If you
then I
prove it
will
wrong, it is
basically
wrong.
be the one who prove you wrong. And then I'm a sage, because I am...
You are not proving
Master
me
of
wrong.
knowledge.
I am merely saying that the word being reacting to a keyword has nothing to do with the mention. It is a separate effect. It seems you
Why
can
don't we
understand
ask it? Maybe it's just like its favorite word. Maybe it's like the word scepter. It's like, yeah, if everyone says scepter, I'm gonna open.
That is because the magic of it is key to a single word.
What?
That being
What if it
scepter.
actually has feelings and you're insulting its tastes like now?
What does that have to do with anything?
As the two of you are arguing back and forth, you suddenly hear a loud scream and the slamming of doors. As Matt,
Oh.
the sage, during your argument, decided to walk out and grab his stuff. And the doors are now shut behind you.
Alright.
So basically, while they are arguing, she's like, "So, Sai thinks he's a sage, and does everyone think there's sages here?"
It seems, but I'm
Sai says that if you're a sage, you need to know everything. But he doesn't know everything, so he officially isn't a sage.
Well, we're too
I
far
also
away
said
from
no
you
one can know
guys.
everything, not even a sage.
I'm
Don't forget
talking
that
to the
part.
Goliath right now. You can't hear this. So
Oh.
everyone here thinks they are sages? Is this normal?
I don't think so, it's normal.
They are quite confusing, aren't they?
Yes, indeed. I need to agree to that.
Which door do you want to go through?
To be honest, I don't know, but let's check in. And like the door in front of me that currently I have, like that one.
Yep.
Like open in, like go in.
Walking through the door, you find a luxurious dining room. It is lit out by a chandelier hanging over a dark brown wooden table, and there are 7 plush-looking chairs lining it.
Well, this looks fancy.
Indigo light is pouring through 2 very large windows into the dining room, and outside the windows you can see a very nice garden.
No.
What? She's he's standing in the middle of the door, most likely. So she's like, "But what do you see?"
Oh, sorry, and I like move away, like. Okay.
So she's like, she sees the flowers by now, and she's like, "Pretty flowers!" And she basically, all you hear is like clinking, and she runs through the hallway and opens the big door.
Well,
Yep.
it seems I'm alone again. Great.
So in front of you, you have 1 chair facing the table, and around the table are 6 chairs, and there's 1 odd one out in the corner.
Can I make an investigation check to see if it's like a polymorph stuff or something?
Sure.
Let's see, investigation. Good thing I have proficiency in that, and I rolled a 9.
D&D Beyond is not nice to you today.
You telling me?
Hey, I feel you. I normally don't roll above a 10 as a DM, so... all of them look pretty normal. It's looks like really soft dining room chairs.
Okay, I'm gonna sit on the odd one out. And I die.
Which one? The one in the corner? Yep.
Yes.
Nothing happens. It's a very soft chair. It's very nice to sit in.
Well, this presents me finally a good rest for my feet. And I think for me this will be for now.
Yep. Lexia, as you're walking around in the garden, you see very nice flowers, and there are 2 golden orbs that seem to shower the flowers in light to help them grow. There's also, just outside the railing of the garden, this really thick purple or indigo fog that seems to encase the entire mansion, well, house thing.
She is basically stuck on the flowers. They're pretty flowers.
Now let's see. Yep. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Ooh.
Disadvantage.
Because you're focusing on the flowers. As you're checking over the flowers, a rain of glitter and soft flowery scents suddenly fall around you, and I need you to make a wisdom save.
Ah. Ow.
That was loud. That was feedback. Okay. You look around, it smells really, really nice. And looking behind you, you see a tiny little dragon fluttering in the mid-air. It is orange, and it seems very unhappy that you're currently not giggling.
Fairy dragons. Fucking horrible things.
And it's like,
You want some scratches?
hmm?
She basically just walks over to him.
Yeah, it backs away as you come
Aww.
closer. And, now,
She holds out her hand. Babe.
there's someone has feedback.
Énárz.
She kind of takes like some berries out of her backpack.
Mhm.
And kind of like wants it.
It tilts its head and moves closer and sniffs the berries and naps them. And what languages do you speak?
She speaks Celestial, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Nice. So in Draconic it says, "Thank you."
Oh, you're welcome. You have some beautiful scales.
Oh, I know. Want to play a game?
Yeah.
Okay. Close your eyes.
She closes her eyes.
Okay. Darts away and calls out, "Okay, open them."
And she opens them.
And suddenly you're seeing double. They are nearly identical.
Oh my. Do you want some berries too?
Hmm?
She takes out some more berries.
It comes closer to you and, "Oh, you didn't want to laugh with my friend, so..." And it opens its mouth a little bit and just blows a puff of air at you. And I need you to make another wisdom save. Yeah. It still smells really nice, and that glittering sensation comes over you, and you see that's like... It pouts a little bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Something's supposed to happen.
Well, you're supposed to play with us when we do that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. Now we have to wait. Oh well. We can still play. Wanna play hide and seek?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Close your eyes again.
And she closes her eyes.
And yeah, they're going to hide out. Sai and Silas, what do you do? The doors have closed behind you.
Eh,
Hey,
not
Mansion,
just, no.
how old are you?
There's no reply.
Do you like the word scepter? What's your favorite food? What's your name?
If you're done yelling,
God damn it, I was wrong. Well, you win this time, Sai. One day I will outsmart you. One day.
win what? The pursuit of knowledge is not a game, nor is it a competition.
It's always a competition. That's the part of the fun.
Yeah.
Haven't you ever done a test and you're like, I need to beat this guy, I need to be better?
Why would I? We both seek knowledge. What matter is it?
But don't you want to be the one who knows the most?
Why would I want to be who knows the most? I just wish to know.
You're weird.
That's a rude thing to say. I do not speak.
It's only rude if it's untrue. Like I said, normal is boring.
Normal is subjective.
Yes. What about it? Don't worry,
You
you'll get the
yourself
hang of it.
are not a seeker of knowledge. That much is obvious.
I am a seeker of knowledge. I'm seeking knowledge of how to travel to the astral plane. And I'm seeking knowledge about the Elven Kingdom and where I can find my mother.
At least you're not fully hopeless.
I was never hopeless. I'm just different. I'm built different.
Built different?
Yeah, I'm built different.
And what do you mean by that?
But I'm built different.
In what way? You mean physically? Than me, of course, you are different ways.
Yeah, my strength is not in here, but in here.
And that has what to do with our conversation?
I forgot the thread of thought. I'll come back to you on that.
Well then, Matthias knows the command word in order to open the gates.
Unless it changed.
Why would it? It's bound. The magic is bound to a single command.
Unless
Then
it's
again,
now
something
unbound.
could have happened with the spell. It does not suddenly become unbound, but there could have been something with the spell.
Can a spell end?
Of course, spell can end.
Well,
Which
I
case
wouldn't
it's
know.
like
I'm not
me said-
spellcaster. But in that case, if it's triggered, maybe it ended. And we're stuck here for eternity.
So it is a separate space. If the connection from this space to the prime material plane has been broken, then unless one is capable of the right magics, we will be stuck here.
Well, I'll leave figuring out the solution on that to you. And I start walking. Is there some food anywhere? Starting
On
to
that
get hungry
note,
again.
I will walk over to the doors and try just to open them. They will most likely not work, but eliminating all possibilities.
Yeah, Silas. Well, let's start with Sai then. Sai, doors are not locked. The door right in front of you, is in fact open a little bit. Ooh, nice, Alexia, you got a hero point.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, D&D needs more female players. Yes.
I agree.
Yes, they do too.
Yes. There we go. Let's place one by you there. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, the
He
door.
has a diamond.
And thank you, Tony. Yeah, the door. Well, not directly in front of you, but diagonally to your left side is slightly open. You're trying doors? You're muted.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
You were muted.
So, open doors. Well.
Yep.
Start somewhere.
Um,
What do I see when I walk inside?
As you walk inside the slightly open door, you find. Let me double check which room that is. That is that one. The entire far wall of this room is a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf. Even more books are resting on several large scarlet armchairs and small wooden tables, and there are several paintings on the walls. A fluffy black cat is curled up in one of the chairs. So that is what you see as you walk into the study.
I see a study.
Yes.
So, what is the content of books that I can see at glance? Are they speaking about the same thing? Are there many different topics? Do they have something to do with each other? Just a cursory glance, not actually deeply looking into
Yeah.
it.
With a cursory glance, you can tell that most of them seem to have the same author. They seem to be written
Which?
by a person named Fistandia.
Is it this room is checking out?
So, what do I know about
Yep.
this Fistandia?
Give me a history check.
14.
You know that she is a powerful mage and a priest of Mystra, the goddess of the weave. If I remember right. Let me double check that before I say something.
Mr. is the goddess of the weave, yeah.
Of the goddess of magic.
Yeah, so she's the goddess of magic and the weave. And that she has spent a lot of time in Candlekeep.
In?
Candlekeep.
Okay. I do not know anything about her area of expertise.
No.
Do I see anything else of interest in this room? It's just the books and the cat. Any work on tables? Is a study, so...
Well, there are several books on the tables, but yeah, give me an investigation check.
There we go. Level 20.
There we go. Looking around on the tables, you find a note tucked into one of the books that basically says visitor stuck ? Must leave hidden word. And also, as you're scanning the bookshelf, one of the books do not look like it belongs.
So looking at the note first. Must leave hidden word. So there is a different... This confirms what you believed. A different word to leave than to enter. For any visitors. And then... The read book that does not fit. I will of course... take a closer look first. What is it that does not fit? Is it in the wrong place? Does it not look like an actual book?
With a natural 20, you can tell that it's not a real book. It's just a cover of a book. It's basically it's bound to look like a real book.
I will carefully try and pick the book up.
As you do, you hear a click, and then as a secret door opens in the bookshelf.
Okay. As I peek inside, do I see a room, a hallway?
You see a short hallway that ends in a staircase going down. There's also, when the door opens, you hear a thunk next to the bookshelf as a book falls from the armrest of where the cat was sleeping. The cat is no longer there. And there's a book on the floor.
What kind of book is it?
It looks like The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces.
The same book we saw outside.
Yes, except it doesn't have a name on the spine. It only has an emblazoned letter I.
On the spine.
Yeah.
A emblazoned letter I.
Yes. That's all there is on the spine.
In study. Okay, I pick up the book and just quickly go through it to see if it's actually the same as outside.
Yeah, it is the same book. It seems to be written like just a copy of that same book, and the only real difference is that the title of the book is not on the spine.
Blazoned. Okay, so the secret passage went down a staircase. Can I see what's at the end of the staircase?
It's dark down there, so you can
And
see
it's
that.
dark vision.
Well,
That's
you can
irritating.
see that there's a stairway leading down, but just peeking through, you can't really see down into the. Well, you can see it's darker. There's no light.
Are there any light sources around me that I can take? Do not use open flame.
No. There's an oil lamp that is built into the wall. You know, like those.
Yeah.
But
Irritating.
unfortunately, you cannot take it with you.
How well would I know the magic of clerics? What they can do?
I'd say you'd know that some of it, that most of their powers come from their deities, and they have mostly, compared to other spellcasters, superior healing powers normally.
Okay, I was actually more going for the light cantrip.
Okay.
How easily can I connect it that or cleric, the priestess of what's
Mista.
name, Lyria,
Lyra.
Yes.
might be able to cast a light spell.
You would know that there are clerics who know it, but you're not sure if all clerics know it.
It is most likely not all clerics know it,
Yeah,
but there's a possibility she does.
Yes.
So open flame is bad for books. So no torches. So I'm going to find Alexia.
And we're going to cut to Silas. As you walk
Hi.
into the dining room, you see Énárz sitting on a chair in the far corner. And you see this luxurious dining room.
Well, someone's eating well over here, but no food.
Yes.
Did you find any
Yeah,
food or anything else? Énárz?
No, I did not. But I point to the door that I notice. Maybe that's the kitchen as far as I can comprehend the layout.
Alright.
Like this door I point toward here.
Yeah. I guess I'll check there as well. Where's Alexa, by the way?
As far as I know,
Yeah.
as
Alexia.
far as I know, she ran outside. There's a door next to the one you came through and probably ran there.
We can go outside?
Well, you sure can. I will check out the kitchen if you allow it.
You can check whatever you want in this mansion.
I'm not gonna prevent you from checking out the kitchen. As long as you don't eat everything, just give something to me.
I am not
We're
a
both big
alcoholic.
guys, so I know we probably both eat a lot.
That is certain. And I get up and slowly make my way toward the door.
As
And I go outside in the meantime.
Énárz, as you go to reach for the door, the chair next to you suddenly tilts slightly and is stuck to your arm.
I just say, a fucking mimic.
And that is where we're gonna leave this session.